What is up, guys? It is Tony here, and today I'm actually recording a lot of videos in front of this green screen. You might notice I'm wearing the same shirt as some of my other videos, and the reason why is because I'm going ahead and I'm testing out this really cool piece of equipment I got for my SLR camera. It is the CamRanger. This is a really cool device that creates its own Wi-Fi network, hooks up to your camera, hooks up to your tablet, iPhone, iPad, even Android devices support it. And it allows you to go ahead and see all of your settings and control them from your iPad. For example, I could really turn my focus way off if I need to. I could, focus closer, further, and it's all done using this app. This is the app that you use to control the camera. So in my personal experience, the iPad app works extremely well. There's no lag at all. There's slight little lag that you expect, but I mean, compared to what I expected originally, especially when you plug it into your computer, the amount of lag when you plug it into your computer via USB is unbearable. And the fact that over Wi-Fi it's so clean and it looks great, and you get great quality on the preview menu is pretty impressive. I gotta admit that. The fact that you can actually modify your focus and your white balance and your aperture and all these settings in video when you're far away from your camera or when you're in a setup like this is extremely beneficial to anyone who uses a green screen or shoots videos where they're on a tripod and they're filming themselves sitting down somewhere and they don't want to have to keep going back to the camera. So, I mean, the benefits are limitless if you're a YouTuber, if you're someone who creates content where you need to be in front of the camera, when you don't have a cameraman available, and it's also extremely good for doing things like time lapses and bracketed shots for photography. You can basically go ahead and control this just like any other remote with a lot more control over focus and things like that from distances upwards of 150 feet. It works fantastically for all these things. I've tried it a little bit, and photography isn't exactly my forte, but in terms of photography, this is a huge tool for anyone who's doing photography. Now, it's not exactly the cheapest thing out there. It's a little bit expensive. The pricing varies, so I'm going to leave a link below and you can go check that out. It's not exactly the cheapest thing in the world. But if you have the money, it's definitely something that's going to be worth that price tag. You can actually also transfer all of your photos and videos onto your iPad through the device, which is awesome because most of these SLRs don't even have that feature, especially Canon SLRs. So to be able to transfer all of your photos, all of the information straight onto your iPad, even raw files, and start modifying them on your iPad is very, very useful. Unfortunately, it doesn't have a built-in editor. That would have been pretty cool, especially a raw editor. Maybe that's something they'll add down the road, who knows? But overall, I mean, it's a really cool feature to have. Now the downsides, of course, one of them being the price, are mounting up a lot. I mean, there's a lot of downsides to this device. So obviously I said the price is a big downside. The other downside, in my personal opinion, for video, because I'm a videographer, is I can't see my audio levels and manage them and make sure I'm not peaking. So right now in this video, I'm not even sure how my audio sounds right now as I am trying to monitor it on my tablet. So that's actually a really useful feature because sometimes you're behind the camera, you're trying to gauge how the audio is going to sound when I'm standing 10 feet away from my camera or whatever. And since I can't modify the audio from this position, whatever the audio settings I set over there are going to be slightly off, and that's kind of annoying. This would have been a great feature for this thing to have, and I hope they add it down the road. Now, the build quality of the device and the things that come with it is great. The build quality itself is plasticky, but it's pretty tough too. It's pretty compact. It's not too heavy. It's nice and light. You can throw it in your bag easily, and it comes with its own little pouch that you can connect up to the tripod, which is extremely useful because it has to dangle if you don't have that pouch. So it's very smart of them thinking to do that. The battery life of it's pretty good. I would say it ranges anywhere from 3 to 4 hours in my own personal use, which is incredible because really you're not going to be using it for 3 to 4 hours unless you record a lot. Of course, if you're doing time lapses, 3 to 4 hours should do the job for most time lapses, but you may have to charge it every once in a while, which is kind of annoying. The signal, as I mentioned earlier, is about 150 feet or so from my own personal use. It is actually pretty amazing how far you can have your camera away from your tablet without getting any lag at all. Overall, I think it's a great product. Most of you guys should check it out, watch some more videos, do some research and make sure it works well for photography if you're a photographer, because I'm a videographer and it works great for video. I think it's a great tool for any video blogger or video maker on YouTube that does videos like I do, like reviews where you're standing in front of a green screen or in front of a backdrop and you don't have a cameraman to modify your settings. I think it's a great device. You guys should go check it out right now. I'll leave a link in the description to the Amazon link where you can buy it and also to their website. That is pretty much it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I am Tony. I'll see you guys next time.